and I can see myself moving, so that's always a good sign. So yeah, I'm pretty cross with myself, to be honest. I've been putting this off and putting this off. Should have done it Friday or even Thursday, and I just haven't done it. And I haven't done it because I've been letting my emotions get the better of me, as usual. We'll talk a bit more about that in a moment. But let's talk about what's worked first, because that's always a good positive place to start. So yeah, what's worked? It was a big week last week, and I did lots of big things, lots of big new things. And I do this, I go on this rampage of action, and then I get a bit worn out. I think it's entrepreneurial burnout or adrenaline overload or something. And then it all floods away from me, and I just feel completely exhausted. So that's been a little bit of what happened towards the end of last week. But in the meantime, I had a thing that my website wasn't getting as much traffic as it should be. It was building up, but it was building up slowly. And I just thought, this is ridiculous. Why don't I get someone to have a look at it? And I got someone to have a look at my Google Analytics 4 and my Google console, a Google search console now. And he just checked it over and he realized there was a few things, because it kept telling me that only about half my pages had been indexed. And he was telling me that as soon as you put a post up, you can go over to your Google Search Console and submit your own new post to be indexed, and that can speed the process up a little bit. You can only do it once, mind, for each post, or page on your website. So he was advising me to do that. He gave me a few other tips as well, and he fixed a few things, which was where I had a few duplicate titles. So, for example, when I was putting up my what's worked, what didn't post, I wasn't putting a date on it, which would have made it a unique URL. So that's something to bear in mind, is don't have duplicates. The other thing that I do sometimes is I put up a Better Entrepreneur podcast, and I don't necessarily put a date on the title to make that a unique URL. Well, I'll be doing that from now on, because apparently it views each duplicate page or post, because a post is a page really, it views duplicates as errors, and it makes your site load up with errors in the eyes of Google. So that's a pretty good tip. He gave me some, it's only about $30 for the report, and then $70 to fix the things that he found wrong. So I think that was a good investment, because now I can stop worrying about it. It's off my head, out of my head now. I know what to do. He said the other tip that he would recommend is that I give my images keyword relevant titles when I upload them. Well, not really going to do that. So yeah, because I prefer them titled about what's in the picture rather than what the keyword I'm trying to target is. I might rethink that, but that's one of the things that he did tell me that I could do to improve things. I don't want to be a website full of keyword stuffed articles and all that stuff, but you can at least, in fact, I do more SEO on my videos on YouTube because I find it easier there. Anyway, well, we'll think about that as we go. What else has happened? I had a breakthrough a couple of weeks ago at lunch with a friend who said to me, why are you not trying to monetize that very active group you've got on Facebook? 5,500 people and about 100 joining every week. So I did do that. I added the email, what is your email, primary email question to the group's questions as people come in. And I've hooked it up with my autoresponder system so that they can get their free gift, and then they can get a couple of other emails following up, and then I can move them, those of them that are interested in being a business person or freelance or consultant or expert or author, that kind of thing, into another autoresponder sequence, and then I can leave the people alone who aren't interested. So I don't want to bother anyone. So yeah, so that's a big win, and that's working really, really well. And the software I'm using for that is called Group Collector, and it's a really nice bit of kit, and it just simply takes the email address that the person's given. It doesn't do anything underhand. It doesn't take any email addresses from their Facebook membership or anything like that. It just, you ask them to give you their email in return for a gift. They give you the email, and then it automatically moves it into your autoresponder. And it's a really nice little bit of kit, and I would recommend it. The other thought that I had around that, because you can't help having new ideas, can you, as an entrepreneur, is that I could start a new group around something that's very connected to my expertise. And if I could get that working as well, but I'm not sure if it would, because, business topics, they're never as sexy as leisure topics, are they? So I'm going to continue to think about that one and see if I can come up with a really good idea for a group that would really help people who are my ideal clients, and see if I can build up a group that I can then use to feed more as a percentage, more people into my automated marketing funnel. What else happened? Oh, yes, this is quite good. I've learned how to make shorts for YouTube by using ChatGPT and Canva. And basically, you use ChatGPT, you tell them all about your ideal client, you get ChatGPT to come up with the challenges your ideal client's facing, say 30 of them, and problems and pains and worries and all that stuff. And then you take it over into a document into Dropbox, and you set up make.com to take the topics and turn them into little videos in Canva. It's easier to do than it is to explain. So yeah, so that's working really well, because every day a new short video is going out automatically, and it's definitely making a difference to my YouTube channel. So what I did, so I've got some numbers here. So in order to get monetized on YouTube, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in any one year, so 365 days, which averages 11 watch hours per day. And I'm averaging about 1 watch hour per day, and that's definitely gone up since doing these shorts, because although they're only a minute, if you can get 60 people watching them, that's 60 minutes, that's an hour, isn't it? So so you're getting an extra hour a day watch time, which is absolutely amazing. Forgive the motorbike, I don't know if you can hear it on this, but there's motorbikes around Shoreham all the time now. I'm pretty convinced someone's paying them to annoy me. But yeah, so it's improved my watch time just by having a day going up. And shorts just get more views than normal videos. I don't know why, but hopefully it will be attracting people. I've definitely noticed my subscriptions going up as well, so I'm hoping it's attracting the right kind of people to the channel who'll go and watch other videos as well. And it does seem to be having an effect. Like when I look at the list of videos that getting 1 view, 2 views, 3 views a day, the list is definitely getting longer, so it's spilling out into the other videos, which is quite good. What else has worked? ManyChat's working so well. It's working in the fact that I've set it up. Do you ever have days when you try and set something up and you cannot understand it at all, or you can't make it work, or you just don't understand what you're supposed to do, and then you go away and you have a sleep, and then you come back the next day and you think, oh yeah, okay, I get it. It's really quite an amazing thing when that happens. It's almost like, have I ever told you the story about when I learned to roller skate in my dream? Well, I had these roller skates, not very lightweight ones. They weren't boots. They clipped onto your shoes. This was back in the 70s, and they were made of metal, and they screwed up onto your shoes. I mean, they were so heavy, I can't tell you. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get the movement at all. And then one day I dreamed that I was roller skating, and I woke up the next morning and I'd been trying to ice skate effectively instead of roller skating. So anyway, my subconscious obviously knew how to roller skate, but my conscious mind wasn't getting it. And I had to dream it, to feel it as if I was actually doing it in my dream, to be able to do it. Isn't that fascinating? And so that's exactly what happened with ManyChat. I've used ManyChat before and I really liked it before, but this time round I was starting from scratch, not using someone else's template. And it was really hard, and I just wasn't getting it at all. And then I went to sleep, woke up the next morning, and then boom, there it was in my head, how to do it. So that's rather nice. What didn't work? Well, one of my mentor's spreadsheets where he tracks our progress didn't work, and it's not their fault, it's my fault, because when I set it up, I put 1 less line in it that I needed, and so every time I fill it in this every month, it's wrong, and that means I'm not able to follow what I'm supposed to be doing as well as I would like. And I know that it's just a niggle, because actually I could just take his advice and just do what he says, but it's just a niggle every time the month that it keeps wrong. I'm not very generally speaking, I'm not a very systems orientated person. So although I like to make systems, I like to then forget them. And this spreadsheet tracking of my numbers is just really getting to me because it's wrong every month. And it's, like I say, it's not their fault, it's my fault, but it just annoys me that it's wrong. And that distracts me from doing the things I need to do. So what else didn't work? Well, the SEO fixes don't seem to have improved my traffic any. So I'm not sure what to do about that. He did offer to do some SEO stuff for me, but I'm a bit worried it would be black hat rather than white hat. So he did promise me it'd be white hat, but you just can't trust people really. So I'm not going for it, but that hopefully my traffic will pick up with time. And it really doesn't matter anyway. It really doesn't, because most business is conducted on social media platforms now. I don't need people to come to my website to make money. So I need to just let go of that. That's old school marketing, and realize that I just need to focus on ManyChat instead. So what else has happened? Oh, well, this monkeypox thing, Jesus. Such a lie, such a lie. And they're making such a big deal out of it, and there's so many people going to fall for it, and I'm terrified my family are going to get it, the injection, which coincidentally they happen to have all ready to go for something that actually is still in the Congo and isn't actually, I won't go into too much detail, but it's a complete scam again. And it's really upsetting me because I'm terrified that my kids are going to fall for it because they don't listen to a word I say. And because they're all grown up now, of course, they don't take any notice, do they? So I've just got to let go. And it's so hard to let go when you've looked after them for 26, 25, 26, 27 years and, whatever. It's really got to me this week. What's changing? I've got to learn to trust the process. I've got a strategy. I've got a plan. I'm sticking to it. It's starting to work. It's quite hard to wind a business back up from zero, which is what I'm doing effectively, and especially as times have changed dramatically. So I've just got to trust the process. I've got a good plan. I'm carrying it out. I'm getting better every week at carrying it out and doing it more efficiently and more effectively. And I just need to do the work despite the feelings. That's what I've written down here. So this whole thing about people getting locked up for saying things on social media, I mean, that's doing my head in as well, not least because I've been quite outspoken on social media, so I'm a little bit concerned. You shouldn't be locking people up for things like that, okay? And so I've got to do the work despite the feelings. And I hope that you are able to do the same. I hope that you are, if you're intrigued by any of the stuff I've talked about today, do drop me a message in the comments below and I would try and help you as much as I can. And let's hope that this next week brings better news, shall we? Yeah, Bitcoin, gold and silver going out would be nice. Anyway, I'll speak to you soon. Speak to you next week, in fact. Bye.